I'm CM Coleman, and today we're teaching you tricks on making you think your house is cooler than what it is. Alright, we are in my little vignette here, and I'm going to teach you how to make your house feel a little cooler, or at least you'll think it feels a little cooler, just with a few tricks. And we're going to use our display here. Let's zoom in on that. Our tabletop display is quite simple. It's quite loaded with stuff, but you're going to see the transformation will be pretty amazing. If you look, you'll notice that it's very warm. Things that remind you of being warm. You have pine cones and dogs and a candle holder and a vase with different objects in it. Let's change out one thing and we'll see if you notice what I changed. We've changed out only one thing, and instantly you'll notice a difference. We went from a soft white light, which is actually a warm light, to just a daylight bulb. This is an LED bulb which will produce less heat, and so it physically will produce less heat, but also visually you're saying to yourself it's a cool color. So we then managed to reduce the temperature with our brains saying, oh, it's cooler then. Let's do something else. I've now reduced the amount of clutter on the stand simply by removing stuff. That also tells your brain if there's more open space that it's more cool. Open spaces mean cool. Let's try something else. Once again, this has visually reduced the thought of heat simply because it's a cool color. We have the cool silvers reflecting back on us. I did not change out the lamp, I did not change out the table, but visually it's a cooler, much cooler look for this. Let's go with one final thing and I'll show you what it'll end up being. The final look for the table is quite simple. There's nothing adorning the tabletop so you can see it. The coolness of the colors, we go with green, you could go with blue, whites, anything which is a cool color will help reduce what you think of as a warm room. And this was a simple way to visually reduce the heat of a house or a room simply by changing out the colors and a light bulb. It's that easy. Your brain will trick itself into believing it's actually cooler. Now what else you can do is actually turn off the lights, but that's a whole nother episode where we will actually talk about how to physically reduce the heat of your house. But today was just a simple demonstration on how you can visually trick your mind into believing that the room is just a tiny bit cooler with just simple changes you can make at home. The nice part about having a display like this is you can then take these elements to your entire house. You can then change the colors just subtly. Changing the light bulbs, I can honestly say, reduced what felt like a really warm room into a cooler room. And you can do the same back in winter time where you change the light bulbs back to a warm white and your room will feel visually warmer. It's that simple. If this is your first time here, remember to subscribe. Every Monday it's an at-home where I talk about things for the at-home. On Tuesday it's a recipe. On Wednesday it's tips for running your house. On Thursday it is a cocktail. And then on Friday you'll wake up in the morning with a recipe for a sweet treat. Remember, running your house doesn't have to be a full-time job. Turn it into a hobby and have some fun with it.